The red button down the bottom, and it says record. See the red button down the bottom, and it says record.
On?
Yep.
Good stuff. And the ball up there by Richie, and it's tapped down there by Peluso, and Ben Alexander's running on. He had a pretty quiet first half, but he's got it down into their forward line, and Ryan also having a quiet first half. Gets a quick kick around the corner and finding Picker drops what he should have taken. That's running outside there, and Vassar, who had a rather a good first half. He's got the football, has Mickey in the clear, Nolan that is. Nolan's going to run it out safely for the home team, or the Blackburn side. And that's a safe mark in the centre there by Peluso. He kicks it down forward looking for Hone, and Hone keeps it. Scores at half-time a 4-6-30 for Blackburn and 3-8-26 for Doncaster. Hone kicks it in the square. Oh, that's a great mark by Vassarelli, and he lines it up, and he shouldn't miss this at all. What do you think, Mark?
Oh, it should be an easy shot for Vassarelli here. Very gutsy mark.
Having a better day today, isn't he? As I said, he's having a better day today, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. Performing well. Shit.
What have you done?
I'm just shaking.
Can't help that. And no worries there by Vassar, and he's kicked a goal. That takes on the home side to 5-6-36. That's the Blackburn side. What's that?
No, this is just our friends' footy match. Just a couple of friends. No.
Ball down in the centre. Mickey starting in the centre. It's a quick hand pass there. Is that Vassar? Yes, it is. Kicks it around the corner. Once again, it's in the forward line for Blackburn, and Michael Nolan should be running onto it. He's challenged it with Ryan Nolan, and it's gone over the boundary line for a ball in. Richie Michael's umpiring's been adequate today for the first half, and as the players are just gathering to get ready, it's a ball in. That's a good ball in too, actually, and it's tapped out there by Peluso. Got that, and Alexander running a bad bounce, but it's a fantastic hit out, but straight to the opposition. Vassarelli lines up. He should kick another gimme. And he has. Well, I think this is going to be Vassar's half, as it takes the Blackburn side on to 6-6-42, leading Doncaster 3-8-26 yet to score this half. You just get the slight feeling it's going to be a bit of a walkover, do you, Mark?
Oh, not really. I mean, it started well. We've seen in these matches, teams can come back and come back quite well.
Yeah, thanks for that. So we're just waiting for the players to gather. Dan's has got a few things to say in the forward line. He's now picking up Tooth, Ryan on Hone, that's Picker on Vassarelli, Ben Alexander back onto Nolan, Peluso there with Vinny, man, and I think that was Peluso there, but it got straight down to Alexander. Vassar once again getting in there, but Ben at the bottom of the pack gets a great hand pass out there of Man, and Toothy drops. Well, it was a tough one there, but Dan should run it out, and no, he's not going to run it out. He is going to run it out. It's out of bounds now.
Oh, bullshit!
And it's been given too high. What do you think about that? Was it there? Oh, you've got to watch that language. And it looks like it's play on. Dans is going for a leisurely stroll in the park as he's going to kick it over. He hasn't got, now he's got Peluso as an option and went straight over his head, or through his arms, I should say. Will he kick it? No, he's going to pick it up now. Good skills there by Peluso running off Man, but he's bad bounce. Tapped quickly there by Picker, tapped onto the advantage of Man. Man short kick, and was meant for Picker, but Hone is going to tap it towards the boundary line. It won't go out at all. Hone now, Picker, and I don't think he's got that. He didn't have it. No, he didn't have the football, and Tooth has just gone off his rocker. And Hone with the free kick. Hone's looking for options there. He'll possibly go long. They're in a commanding position, the Blackburn side. That is a pretty ordinary looking kick off the boot. It's still to the advantage of Mickey, but Ryan getting in there quickly for a change, and it's not quite over the boundary line yet. It's kept in off the ground by Ryan. Very, very good there as he gets it off to Alexander, who's had a very long run, but finally gets harassed well there by Mickey, and it goes straight to Hone, who takes a bounce, draws the player, handballs it over to Peluso. Peluso kicking in there inside their forward line, but Man takes a strong mark just in front of Vassarelli. Kicks to absolutely nobody, but it'll go to Ben with go to Alexander with no problems. Well, he's got a paddock to run through. Nolan's not chasing too hard there, and it's gone down there. Downs and Tooth clashing well there, but Downs wins the football, takes one bounce, two, just controls it. And now he's gone over the line. It's his third or fourth bounce there. Gets a kick away and, jeez, didn't quite hit Nolan on the chest like it should have. Alexander, who actually had a corked thigh, I think, at half-time. He's now got the football, seems to be looking all right. But Nolan wins that one-on-one there, takes one, that's his second bounce, third bounce. Oh, this is a great run there by Nolan, centres it in there, and Hone, easy mark on Picker. Shouldn't have too much trouble kicking this as he lines it up. They are starting very well this half, the Blackburn side. He will line it up. Umpire Micah just putting on the mark. And that's straight through the centre for Hone.
I missed that.
Don't worry about it. The commentator's there for. That's 2 goals now to Hone. Takes 7-6, 48. Blackburn lead Doncaster 3-8-26. They're starting to get away from them now. It's about a 22-point lead. I know that's wrong. Shouldn't do that. Just retrieving the ball is umpire Micah. Going over there. Well, Toothy's pretty upset this half. Do you think that's fair enough, Mark?
Oh, well, he's always whinging a bit, but there have been a few dubious decisions. Umpire Micah, Dick, isn't doing too well.
You don't think he's doing, yeah, well, I suppose he's starting to fall down, but hopefully he can...
Well, there was a shocking decision out in the
pocket here.
Far pocket. Well, actually, it was in the first half to me. I got hit in the face and he said, fair bump. And that just, I suppose he's done all right, but a few of the important decisions that really matter he could have paid.
And anyway, back in the centre. And it's the blood rule. No, it hasn't. They've stopped the play for the moment.
You going to play Toothy?
Probably not.
Get off, mate.
Just checking the glasses and it's been sent off with a blood rule there.
Go on, Toothy. Oi, what's the bottle?
Come back on.
Bloody camera.
Got Alexander over there to offer a bit of player support.
Let's see all these players are going around.
You've kicked 2, haven't you? 7-6, 48 to 3-8-26.
What is it?
7-6, 48 to 3-8-26. 20. Oh, no. Have you got this?
Ooh.
You've got it. You do it? You are. Bit of a scuffle out there while they're waiting, but oh, and it looks like it's down to Alexander. It's always been
give a shit, you fuckwit!
Always been a bit of a feeling between those two as we just try to continue with the blood rule playing a major
part. Else, I just worried about myself.
Yes. Anyway. Always.
Dan's is just showing how he gave Toothy the blood cheek to Alexander there.
Is he?
There's a bit of, yeah, he was. There's a bit of hoo-ha.
Yes, and Alexander doing a bit of pushing and shoving.
Alexander saying, don't push our captain around, I can stick up for him.
Oh! That was caught on there. That'll be very
Try
interesting
not talking to him, mate.
to see what Neil Biscuit
Number
has to say about
23,
And now
number
he's in a
43, the two thugs.
They
Over comes
They're all there. That's a worry
captain.
when he comes running in because, well, he's supposed to be a leader out there, Hone, but interesting. Lot of feeling. Oh, but I'm not sure. I'm just like, take it, come on, dude. Stop? No. No, no, it is. You still got it? Filming this crap.
Yes.
Oh, now it's on again. Alexander's there. Is that... Oh, Downs is waiting on the side of the pack this time, but Alexander's back in the thick of things. And I'm just completely toppled Picker there, and who is that down there? Ryan's down on the bottom of the pack still. Paluso's just flung Alexander. Bit of fun out there, bit of fun and games. There could be an investigation into this though if it gets a bit too serious. As, we're waiting on the word from the doctors with Tooth. They're still at it out there.
They're all
And it's a worry.
stacks on Paluso at the moment.
Stacks on
Picker's trying to do something here. I'm not quite sure what it is.
Oh,
Few
now he's making
wrestling
some
moves.
noise. Picker's bringing WWF onto the football field.
Paluso's just copped it all.
And I think Toothy's around the boundary line. Starting
Oh, the umpire going in.
The umpire's getting involved in it.
Oh,
This is
I think
serious.
you'll be up the bush, mate,
This is
next
very
week.
serious. Up the bush, says Mark. And what is the word? Have you got Stephen Tooth?
And
behind
Nolan's
the goal?
staying away from it all there.
Good. That's sensible. And Ian Rollo would say he's just too valuable. You don't want to do that.
You're too valuable, Stephen.
You're too valuable. And Becker's just gone in with WWF tactics. He's going to do an Iron Sheik soon. Oh, he's not. And they're still going at it. Paluso. Oh, now he's waiting for the arrival of Man, who's just come and given a karate kick. A move you'd expect from the Rockers in the ring. Because umpire Mike obviously hasn't got his mind on the game, or splitting up the scuffle out there. It really is a very annoying game of football to watch. I suppose they're getting a bit of energy back, and perhaps Toothy can get back out in the field. The numbers are even, and play can resume. What do you think now? Here we go again. Alexander Hone. This should be fun. Last time, he went for a nick there. And what's going on? Alexander and Hone. Hone brings him down to the ground. Alexander's on the bottom of it all. Oh, and he goes in hard. That's two, and I think he might be gone on video there, as he goes in pretty hard. And he tries to claim he hasn't done a thing. Did you get that?
Yes.
Perfect. Absolutely perfect. It looks like play is going to resume with Tooth. Just get the camera on Toothy there to make sure he's all right. And Tooth looks like he's going to resume play with that pretty bad nick in the eye, and the umpire blows the whistle, and perhaps we can get a bit of football going on the score again. 7-6-48 to 3-8-26. Umpire Micah bounces it down. It's a shocking bounce. Goes to the advantage of Paluso, who gets a long kick straight away. Finds Hone and just went over Hone's head, and Alexander's picking him up now, which is interesting. Chubby's a loose, Downs is a loose man running there. Alexander kicking there, looking for Man, and Man's going to run it over the line. I don't know whether he is over yet, actually, but now Downs is kicking it to the advantage of his forwards. But it's straight to Picker. Picker gets a kick, looking for Alexander, he's got a paddock. Gets a kick. Vassar tried hard there. Toothy's got it. This would be courageous if he could kick a goal here. That's a good mark there by Tooth.
Top stuff here from Toothy. He showed his courage as Team Dorf's captain. He's performed well. He's kicked 2 goals, a major contributor for Team Dorf.
The Doncaster side.
Ben gives him a bit of a pat on the back there.
Lines it up. He's on a fair angle. It'll be a tough kick. Lines it up. Set sail, and it's right across the face of goal. But he could get Vinny. Man's dropped it. Made a bit of a meal of it, actually. Now Downs is going to run it out, you would think, with the pace against Picker. And he is now, God knows how many metres between him and Picker. Vassar takes one quick bounce, and he's got someone on the square shot. Nolan, he's got options absolutely everywhere. Nolan will have time to make as many fumbles as he pleases because Alexander's a while away from him. Good effort there by Alexander to get on hold of him. Hone's going to pick it up, and he's just stopped dead. Gives it on to Nolan. It's a good hand pass. Great harassing again by Alexander, but it's going to be a trip, I think, and it's on again. It's on again. It's on again. But I think what is going on here? He's made Paluso's and Ryan have just got into it. Alexander and Nolan having a few words to say to each other, and Nolan will have the free kick there as he has a few things to say. Lines it up. Do you reckon he kicked this? Will kick this. He's in a pretty similar position to Tooth, Mark.
Oh, I suppose he's blazed away a bit, but
Do you think he'll kick it?
shot, yeah, I think he'll kick it.
That way. This way. Yep. Yeah, thanks.
Lines it up. Interesting kicking style, and he's dobbed it.
Oh!
What? And now it's on again. Was it a point?
It was a goal, wasn't
It was a goal, I thought. Well, Mike has done the wrong symbol for a goal. Oh, I don't know about that umpire, but anyway, back to more interesting things like a fight. And Alexander's
Alexander's in it all today. I
He's in
mean,
it all.
he should just settle down. He's a top player. Don't always getting into this scuffle stuff. Maybe caught on video and could cost him a few weeks.
I certainly could. That
Did you miss it?
that was a point. I thought it was a point. So that takes the score on to 7-7-49 to 3-8-26. Tooth to kick it out. It looks like he's going for a torpedo punt here, and he's not the greatest torp. Paluso out in front there. Man got a tap, I think, to it, and Paluso's now got the football. Great hand pass to Nolan. He drew a few plays, and that is a goal to Nolan, and that takes the score on to 8-7-55 to 3-8-26. The Doncaster, or Team Dorfers market, have you call them, is about 3-8-26. Can you see them getting back?
Well, I said at the start, field goals can be kicked quickly, but they better start kicking them soon because they're getting them all kicked against them.
That's right. As I see, you've got the camera on Nolan and Alexander. We're back on
Yeah,
it.
well,
Alexander just keeps on raising that little fist and tries to off-put the opposition who's got this.
Yeah.
Umpire Mike is having a few words to say. Can't quite hear it from the box. Anyway, back to normal. It's a good bounce too. Tapped it out there between Vinny, and Vinny's got it. The man's got it straight away. He takes one bounce. That's 2, 3. Oh, and he messes up on the third after the third bounce. Paluso's very, very gutsy performance. Just shuffles it out to Downs. What's going? And oh, really? The umpire's got to work out what he's doing here. Anyway, Downs has kicked it. He's found Vassarelli, who's having a perler of a day, and he's got home pretty much in the clear. Should get him, but Tooth chasing quickly, but couldn't get there in time. And that's Hone. Kicks it. He's found Paluso. Oh, Paluso's dropped what would seem to be a simple chest mark, and Alexander should get it away to Man. Man's clear. Oh, that could be too high, I think. Yeah, I agree with you,
Oh,
Mark.
come on, umpire!
And Hone has kicked a behind, according to the umpire. Geez, that was a bit high, wasn't it, Mark?
I think so. Richie's not just he's just not opening his eyes here. I think he needs some glasses.
It's a 30-point difference as it takes the Blackburn side under 8-8-56 to 3-8-26. Tooth once again to kick out. He's having a lesser roll this half after his nick. He kicked. That's not a bad kick actually. Looking for Man. Oh, he went for a fly, but Paluso. Oh, that's straight into the back.
Nah,
of
that
Paluso.
was pretty weak. Paluso slid to the ground. Good decision, umpire. Play
For a
on.
change, and Man gives it off to Alexander. Alexander centres. He tries to centre, and he should find Tooth, and does. Tooth is taking a fair few marks this half. It's good to see the courage being shown. Pretty tight angle he will be on there, but he considers himself to be the master half the time, so we can see whether he can dob this. But he's decided to centre it, looking for Ryan, who takes a good mark. With Hone running at him, he kept good control and took the football. He will line it up, no doubt. He shouldn't look for any other options. He should be able to kick this Ryan. It's a pretty good angle for a right foot. Lines it up, it's floated a little bit, and he's kicked it behind. Interesting. Takes the Doncaster side onto 3-9-27. It's not the straightest kicking I've ever seen. Nolan taking the kick out. That styles fascinates me. Good mark, overhead mark there by Hone. Gives a quick hand pass to play on with Vassarelli, who's messed it up, and Pickett to kick it off the ground.
Oh,
Played
top
for the-
play by Picker.
And that's not a bad effort there by Pickett. He should get hold of the man, and does. And he's
I don't know there. He held
You
on
think?
to it a bit there. He got the penalty, but I suppose
good play.
decisions go the way. Yeah, it was top play. You got to reward it.
Ryan's got the football, decides to play. It's a bit of an up and under kick. And man, that's a strong mark. He will run on and possibly kick. No, he's gone for Tooth, who should be on a tight angle because of the position. Goes over the... And it's a goal to Alexander. And that's his first goal for the day. And it finally gets that side off the mark for the goals this quarter. Takes them into 4-9-33. to 88.56. Waiting for play to resume. Mike has got the football. Waiting to bounce. So perhaps there is still a glimmer of hope for this side. They're only down by four kicks and they can get themselves back in front. That's a pretty ordinary bounce there by Micah. And it's a kick away there by Ryan. That's a good kick over there, or over to the pocket, and will go out of bounds.
Well, that's a goal they needed there. They've got it. All they need to do is string a few more together, and they could be back in the game here.
For the last quarter, yeah. Ready for the ball in. I just wonder what role Nolan's playing at the moment. He's down in the square, but Mann's got the football, does a few fancy things, gets it onto Alexander, who has, he's hooked it badly. Just getting the ball for him. Takes him on to 4:10:34, the Doncaster side, as the ball's all of a sudden got out there. Right, to Vassarelli. Kicks it, it's a high kick, tailor-made for Nolan, and he's got it. Kicks the football, and he's found downs on his own. Will only be about 15 out when he kicks it. Should have pretty much no problems with kicking this. You wouldn't think so, Mark, would you?
No. Been playing very good. He thumped me in the first quarter. That exhilaration as soon as he picks up the ball.
And the skills to accompany it. Good stuff. And he's kicked that. And he's kicked a goal. That's his fourth for the day. It's good stuff there by Blackburn, or by Downs personally. But, gee, that was a real hurting goal for the Doncaster side, as they 4:10:34 trailing Blackburn 98.62. Waiting for the ball. I just wonder how much time there can't be that much time left in the quarter. Do you reckon?
No.
Oh, with the delay.
Yeah, delay. Depends if he's called time.
No, I'm sure he would have, but just wonder how much time there is left. There is still always time though to come back. It's one of those games. Tapped out quickly. Nolan's going to burst out of the pack from the centre. Gets a good kick to Downs again. Ryan's picking him up. No wonder he's getting away from him. And Ryan's been a bit slow. And that's a kick to the... Hone keeps...
No, hit the post here. You heard the ting.
Oh. So that's out of bounds then?
Yeah, it will be a throw-in.
Ball given straight back to the umpire. Ball in right next to the post. Does a little fancy stuff for us. Attach it in there. Nolan, man, did well there because it was going straight into the arms of Nolan. Good tussle out here between two slender individuals, lanky people running in, and Nolan wins the battle. Kicks it out. Oh, he didn't take that, Alexander, and it's picked up by Downs, who will get it away to Nolan. It's always a safe bet when you go to Nolan. He takes one bounce. He's playing well, isn't he? And he kicks it out there, and Hone's not going to take that, but Ryan is picking Hone up. He gives it straight into Downs. It's like a training field. Looking for his fifth goal. He loves to do the fancy stuff before he kicks it. But it's a point. 9-9-63.
Bit hoggish there.
Yes, he loves to do that fancy stuff, Downs does, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So 9-9-63 to 4-10-34. We wait for Tooth, who will probably kick it in again. He's done it all quarter. Yep. And Alexander's got it here in the pocket, the near pocket. Vassarelli on the mark. It's a good kick by Alexander out to hopefully for his team, Ryan. But Hone leading in the race, and he should clear here. Ryan gave up in the middle of that. Very interesting there, but Nolan, he's got the mark. He's got Hone coming on here in the pocket if he wants him, heading towards the pocket. He decided to go centre it.
Plays on. The speedster gets caught.
So got caught. And Downs leading the race to the boundary line, but it's going to go over for a throw in. They can't slack off though, the Hone-led side, because there is always hope with the pace of Alexander that to come back in, and that is three-quarter time. Thanks, umpire. And we'll be back soon. take it, turn it off.
Hey, come on! I'm right with you. Come on.
Handful, 5 goals up.
Fuck it!
Did you have it on me when I scragged? Pick up these scragged me. You clipped both me boots. Yeah, then after the ball got off, he's trying to run away. Where's Mazza?
Yeah. You can watch the replay tonight. Okay, come on, let's get back
Thursday night replay. The quarter missing ball.
There'll be footage on the footy show.
Samuel, look at these idiots.
You filming this, Mark?
Now,
Well, a 3/4 time, the score was 9-9-63 to 4-10-34. It's going to take a pretty big effort from the Doncaster side to come back and win. Looks like there's been no loss having Ravanaki off the field for the Blackburn side. They've gone on to kick 5 goals that quarter. As you're waiting to resume playing the last quarter of this interesting game of football. Tapped out there, it's going to be picked up by Alexander, who gets a quick kick to Picker in the clear. Almost took that, but good stuff there by Downs coming across the front. Picker and Hone, Picker, Hone taps it out in front of himself and he keeps good control and he goes straight for the boundary line.
you jib!
Straight to the boundary line there by Hone. You start doing that when there's about 5 minutes left, but well, it's an interesting move there, but it's no free kick for deliberate. You could have done a bit more with that, don't you think, Mark?
Oh, I think so, a bit jibby.
Anyway, Alexander coming over the back there to try and tap it. Oh, Downs and Ryan having a bit of a go at the football there, and that's also a kick off the ground. Was that Downs who kicked it off the ground? I don't know, I think it might have been. A few players covering the camera there. But, Picker really struggling out there with fitness by the looks of it. Leaning over with the Hong Kong 1997 changeover t-shirt. It's a ball in there by Micah. Alexander's playing the role of ruck, and he got that too, I think. But it's picked up and it's out of bounds on the full. To be taken by Downs. See, we'll go to kick in there. He's got Vassarelli with a few metres clear on Ryan. Hone's right in front of goal, but it could be risky. And he's going to go against that. He'll probably end up going long there. Oh, no, he doesn't. Short pass there to Nolan, who
A good play, setting it up there.
provided the lead there. It was good stuff by both Nolan and Downs. Kicks it inside and Hone drops possibly what he should have taken. And it's out there. There's a few people covering the screen. Hone gets a quick kick there, looking for Nolan, who had a few bites of the cherry but lost it. But now he's got it anyway. Fantastic day. Downs in the clear, and Tooth is his man, I think. I think he might have been off then. Yes, he was off, and he's taken one bounce, the pace he led, and everyone's just sitting there waiting for him to kick it. And he does. That's a great bit of play there by Downsy. And I'll just go get the football.
Right, you out here.
That was great play by Downs there to take the...
They've having a rest here.
Has it 10-9-69 to 4-10-34. Gee, Downs, you can really put on the class if he wants to. He didn't know he had to play on there when the umpire all of a sudden called it. Had a few people go for him, and then he somehow got out of it and kicked a great goal. Good play. Back to the centre. May just end up being a walkover here for the Burners. But waiting for play to resume. Peluso once again back in there. Nolan starting in. That's been part of the drive for that club to get him out of the centre. And Alexander played a bit of good football in the last quarter, and that was very good play, Alexander. That's really good to see in a losing side at this stage anyway. And Ryan's taken a mark. Mark down that goal. Downs has kicked 5 today. Having a great day. Ryan opts not to go for Picker, looking for Tooth. That's a strong mark by Tooth in a pocket where he kicked from before.
I don't want to hit him. God, he hit me.
And yes, he seems to be on the right angle. Toothy lined it up. He put on his angle. That's a great goal by Tooth. He's really playing some inspired football since he's come back with the nick under the eye. And look at that. That was a magnificent goal, wasn't it, Mark?
Yeah, top stuff. He's good on those boundary lines.
He's kicked 3 since the half-time. Sorry, that's his first. Totally stuffed that one up. Anyway, 5-10, 40. The Doncaster side, or the Dorf side, to 10, 9.69 for the Blackburn side. Going back into the centre now. Micah waiting, balls it up. Alexander again going up high. He's got a good leap on him there, but anyway, he gets a quick hand pass out to Mann, who's in the clear. Gets rid of it quickly before Nolan gets him. And Tooth out there. A good bounce for Toothy, just miscontrolled there. Got called for the tap on. Vassarelli should get it. And
that is weak.
That is a weak effort there
Good
by
stuff.
Vassarelli, and Toothy kicked up the good play, but he had no one to really kick to. Man running with the flight of the ball, but Downs waiting there in the square to take it. That's a long kick. And he's given out there to Peluso, who holds a mark there.
Good
Well
effort
done.
by Peluso there. The overhead mark, they're not always easy.
No, not at all, especially with the sun being a problem sometimes. Oh, Downs, one of the few mistakes, but he got back there. Gets rid of it quickly. They just can't touch him. Found Vassarelli. Pickett takes a few steps. I'm sure he'd be told to stand back. That's all right. That's all right there. Vassarelli lines it up. He'll certainly look for something, I think. I think he's going the whole hog. He does. Across the face. It's all clear, one behind. 10-10, 70 to 5-10, 40. That's once again a 5-goal difference. I really can't see this side coming back, can you?
No, I think they're gone now. Time's just ticking away.
Certainly is. Ryan gets a kick across the face there and centres it to Mann. Kick out there to Ryan, who's made a good lead there because he's got a paddock
No one near him.
to run into it.
Goes for a stroll.
Stops, props, kicks. That's a strong mark there by Alexander. He decided to play on. Nolan's going to be as he gets around him. Well, good balk. Gets back and Downs safely over the boundary line. It is very difficult for that side though. I mean, Alexander really played well there and the forward line just wasn't strong enough. That right?
Yep.
That's right. And Alexander, I think he had understandable frustration. Ball in there though by Micah. And Alexander's going to go for it. That is great stuff there, and he's really doing it on his own. That's a great goal, says Mark. 6-10, 46. As I just get the football.
How much are we up on, Trevor?
4. Excuse me. Yep. 6-10 to 10-10. Difficult to concentrate. Sorry, back there now is Alexander. He's really playing inspired effort in this last quarter. And he's given it to Ryan, who's lifting too. They're not dead yet, really. I mean, they're starting to play with a bit of excitement in their game.
Well,
Ryan's putting in a good effort.
Only 24 points. They just
Exactly.
need a few goals and it's back in the teens and then...
I'd love to see a close finish. That's a pretty ugly looking kick and it's out of bounds on the full. They just don't need that. If they're going to come back and mount a genuine challenge, they just can't afford to do that. But Downs getting ready to kick it in. Does. Over his mark.
He's got to kick it over his mark there.
He's been brought
Downs.
back. He's been brought back. That's rightio. That should give the Doncaster side the chance to man up. Downs, what is he doing? He was in this position before.
Doesn't know what to do with the ball here. Got no options. Now he does.
There's a Hone dropping back, and that's another very good strong overhead mark there. Gives a good hand pass off there to Vassarelli. Kicks it inside and Downs. Thank you. Takes a good mark. And if he had it connected there, Alexander could be up at about 6 counts at the tribunal if he's not careful, one of them being tripping, of course. There's lining up from a very good mark. It's a low And if he had it connected there, Alexander could be up at about 6 counts at the tribunal if he's not careful, one of them being tripping, of course. There's lining up from a very good mark. It's a low kick, and he finds Peluso, who also takes a good mark. And this, you'd have to say, would be the sealer if he can kick this. Lines it up. 78 games at Hiddo. And he's kicked a lovely goal. What? Oh, that's a point. I thought it was a goal, but what do you reckon, mate? What did you think?
I have absolutely no idea.
Point then. Well, 10-11, 71 to 6-10-46. So there's still hope. There is still hope as Tooth lines it up. Played a very good game since Ravanaki went off him, and with a nick under his eye. And that's a mark there. Oh, Peluso, gee, you could almost... He didn't pay it. Well, maybe didn't control it. Sloppy kick, but it should be advantageous because you've got Hone and Nolan there. Oh, behind the play, there should be a free kick. And it is going to go the way of Nolan. Going to kick it. He's been in that position before. Nolan's looking for options. Maybe he should just go along for the square. Interesting kicking style again. Kicks it long. Alexander almost got the mark, but Downs is going to pick it up, and he's over the line. Great view right here in front of the commentary box as he's about to give a little bit of friendly fun there between the two of them. Tosses it in there. It's, in the back and given to Peluso, and that could almost be 50. He does. A frustrating there. A frustrated Ryan there.
50, or should it be 15 here?
15.
I don't know. What's the decision on this? Is there a rule for the DFL?
I think it's 15 for the DFL, the short ground. What did you think about that? Did you think Mike just responded to Peluso's call, or? Oh, again. I think we might have got that one. He won't have to. That won't be counted. Peluso tried to blaze away again, and Alexander and Downs are at it again.
Why are you going out there? You kick straight from here. Straight in front.
And Alexander and Downs are getting this too. Good stuff. And the elbow keeps on going to the back of the head. Nothing in it though.
In front. Peluso, you're right. I'm gonna go.
Oh, Hone's chucking a tantrum there. Frustrated. Now he looks over to the camera. And he's kicked a goal.
Go, dickhead.
That puts him in a commanding position, 11-11-77 to 6-10-46. And Peluso having trouble with his own mark there. He had it a lot easier than what he tried to take it in the first place, but he ended up lining up dead in front.
We're 5 goals up.
And it was a dead-eye dick kick. Kicks a goal, no worries. Dad's just doing a bit of practicing for umpiring that he may be doing next season. After he had an under-10s grand final. How did he go on that, Mark? Did you get any word on that?
Who?
Downsy's umpiring effort. No, oh, it's on again. It's on again. And Becker, oh, and it's on with Ryan and Nolan. This has got a lot of feeling in it here, and Toothy's keeping out. He helps him up like a basketball. Fence over there, Nolan and Ryan. This is very interesting stuff, and it's out of the centre there. Back to more important things. Vassar rallies. Oh no, he made it a pretty bad faux pas, but he's gone straight to Toothy, who's going to rush it through from behind.
You jib!
11-12-78 to 6-10-46. Kick out. Will it have to be taken? Oh my goodness. Alexander, another good kick. And Ryan takes a strong mark. Yeah, it's very right, Mark. Takes a strong mark in front of Hone. And Toothy's always got something to say, hasn't he, Mark? That's an interesting looking kick. Oh, that's a strong mark. That's a strong mark there by Tooth. Goes short there, but Peluso doing well there, but he should kick a goal and does. 7-10-52 to 11-12-78. And was that what that was, man? I think that's Vincent's second goal for the day.
Yeah.
Shit. Oh, pardon me, but Vasa making, Hone just reminding Vassarelli of a mistake by bouncing. Didn't come right back to him the way it should have, the way he had intended it to, and bit of sloppy play. I made it in a goal for the opposition, but you'd have to say they're pretty safe still. You'd have to say they're 26 points in front of the
I think they've
Blackburn
won it
side.
now.
But a spirited effort though in the last quarter, Alexander in particular, don't you think? No?
Yeah, very good.
Ball up there and Alexander once again in the ruck, but it happens to get straight down there to Vassarelli, who's got Downs running onto a bad bounce, but Ryan picks it up with a bit of class there, kicks it out, looking for man, sloppy play, but gets a quick hand pass out anyway. Paluso, gee, roving there, the big man, the big Italian stallion roving there and gets a hand pass out there, eventually gets to Downs, and that could be through, it is. If you don't mind, umpire, he's kicked a goal. That was a goal, there's absolutely no question about it. Downs has kicked 6. Goodness me.
Best on ground, I reckon.
Yeah, then you'd possibly give Nolan 2 at this stage. 12-12-84 to 7-10-52. They're certainly home, comfortably home at the moment. Micah back in the centre, kicks it out. Alexander's really given it all, given it 110 this last quarter. Kicks it out and he'll get some stats here. Oh, what is he doing? He's going to take one bounce, is he? He needs to take a bounce. He has taken one bounce, 2. He's going blaze of glory. And Hone and Tooth challenging there. He's got Nolan in support there, Hone has. Nolan will clear with those big long strides. He gets it out there to the clear of Paluso. It's a very lazy last effort. As he kicks it in, sloppy kick. Bounce out in front of Hone. He's got Downs in the clear. Pick is chasing. Hone tapping out in front of himself off the ground intelligently because he's found Vassarelli, who gets a hand pass off the Downs. Can he kick another one? Can he kick another one, we're asking. Keeps it in. Does a bit of ducking and weaving. Very, very classy effort. He is a magician, Mark, and he finds Hone. The vision of that man is sensational. As Hone will line it up. He'll probably go for goal. Who would you give the one vote to at this stage, Mark? That's a goal. Sorry to interrupt, but that is straight through. I don't think that was touched.
One goal.
One goal. Thank you, Mark. That's Hone's 3rd goal today. Takes his side on to 13-12-90 to 7-10-52. They're really getting away from him now, leading by some 38 points. Righty up. Who do you reckon you'd give the one vote to? If you're giving Downs 3, you reckon Nolan 2?
Probably Alexander 1.
Yeah, he's done well on the losing side, hasn't he?
But you never know, things can happen. There'll be about 5 minutes left.
I need about 7 goals in 5 minutes.
It's been done before. I don't know when, but it probably has.
It probably has, yeah, maybe. Anyway.
No one even bothered.
Paluso, all on his own. He could have grabbed it and hand passed it, but he decided to tap it in the true ruckman fashion. Man's got it, Man and Ryan, they've got to take it over the line yet. Good hand pass to get it over Paluso. Ryan, lazy effort, but it seems to work when he's being lazy. Back to man. Have a look at him. Alexander does well. And it's a goal, says the umpire. Dan's claiming it was touched, but that's once again another great goal there by Alexander. Takes him on to, I think, 3rd for the day. This is his 3rd. Unless I've missed one, but it's 8-10-58 to 13-12-90. Bringing it back to the
1 minute, just over 1 minute left in the game.
Well, there you have it. So it's all but over, but Alexander's fighting to the bitter end.
He's fought all day, that man.
Oh, yeah. Spirited effort. As I said, in that losing side, spirited effort. Micah, hate to repeat myself, Micah's headed out there straight down to Nolan, but he's given a free kick to Paluso. Paluso to take it. Vassarelli, who's done very well today, a lot better than his last 2 games. Kicked it and, Hone almost grabbed the mark. Good effort too. Hand passes out into the clear because he knows Nolan's there. You heard the voice. Can Nolan cover himself in glory? No. One behind. Takes him on to 13-13, 91. 8-10-58. Ben out into the pocket to hopefully run onto himself, knows his own pace. And he kicks out. He's leading the race at the moment. Juggles. He's being touched, but not anything convincing to pay. Man, oh, good little evasion there as he kicks it inside, but Downs. Well, what do you know? He's there.
Here again.
He's there again. Kicks it any which way you want. Bessarelli showing signs of fatigue, one would have to say. Kicks it inside to their advantage now. Nolan running on. And he gets around Ryan quite comfortably. Kicks it in. That's not a bad looking kick, and it's a goal. Top stuff by Nolan as he's kicked his second. Is it his second? Yeah, I think it's his second for the day. It takes him on to 14-13, 97. Getting one into. And there you have it. The final scores 14-13, 97. The Blackburn side led by Hone, Justin Hone that is, and 8-10-58 to Doncaster North to Pesh. Great game. Folks, final scores 14-13, 97 and 8-10-58. Major goal kickers, Downs 6, Home 3, Vassarelli 2, Nolan 2.
Watch it, Jamie boy.
Alexander with 3 on the offense. Ooh! Oh, there's a bit of feeling after the game. I'll just film the rest now, I don't care.
Goal kickers, what are they again?
Down 6.
No, out 2. Alexander 3.
Alexander 3, 2-3.
Get off, you've already stripped.
Man 2. They're the major ones I got.
And ours?
Oh, that's the 8. Down 6. Hone 3, Vassarelli 2, Nolan 2. Did you get any?
Close.
One.
Yeah, he's got one.
Man, put me down for 10.
He kicked it twice.
That's 5 times he kicked it.
Thanks, mate. Go forward to my career.
3 assists.
Thanks, Nicky boy.
26 kicks, 10 marks, 8 handballs, 1 for, 1 against, 2 goals.
Chubby. The rest of that one?
Done 3 tackles. Kicked straight
Losing side.
Strike anyone.
Yes, you did right at the end. In the first half when the game was there to give away, that's when the
Elbow, I didn't bloody touch you at all.
You did, the elbow was up.
Four knows what? Well, I said Blackburn, but 14-13, 97 to 18. Oh, you actually.
You ready?
All right.
Yeah, go.
Well, the final score was 14-13, 97 to 8-10, 58. My votes for the day, as you and I both agreed on, Mark, was 3 votes to Jeffrey Downs, 2 votes to Michael Nolan, and 1 vote for Ben Alexander in the losing side for that second half top effort. And you didn't get any.
Do I get an honourable mention?
Finally, yes, Vassarelli this week, doing a lot better.
A lot better.
A lot better than the last 2 weeks. Did well. Of course, Kasai going off in the first half with the dislocated middle finger, was it? And just going around the players, if we look at them, we're here now with the best on ground today. We're kicking 6 goals, ducking and weaving everywhere, pulling them out of the Khyber. We're giving it to Jeffrey Downs with the 3 votes. How do you feel, Jeffrey?
Wasn't too bad today.
Where's the tank?
Yeah, started off well, but
You get some Melbourne noise.
3 goals in the first quarter. Then I had probably the best back in the competition. Got him in the second quarter, Ben Alexander. But really, the loss of Marcus Say after half time, they had the force being back in the centre of the ground. And I was having a lot of fun out there in the pocket today, just weaving around for 6 goals.
Best game for the season, was it?
Yeah, it was a good game because I had a lot of mistakes. 6 goals, I suppose.
It certainly was. And the whole team effort, pretty happy with it?
Yeah, it wasn't too bad.
Oh, everyone's good.
Hey, Rav, go
Right.
mention there's also a reporter for tripping.
Ben Alexander, you must be disappointed but happy with your own individual effort.
Oh yeah, I played alright, not too bad. The team played shit though.
And about the reportable incidents there of the tripping.
I get reported.
Oh, I think you would anyway on the video, certainly. For the tripping, intended?
Oh yeah?
It was intended. Fair enough, it was intended. So, do you think the team can bounce back?
Oh yeah, they should. We lost Mark Cassai with his broken finger or whatever. And that let us down. That brought you off the ground and you kicked our
Fair enough. We could just cross over there as Michael Nolan given 2 votes today. Pretty good football. How do you think personally you went?
Got a bit stuffed in the first 5 minutes and just an average game, I think. My kicking was left a little bit desired, so I think that could have been a bit better. But I'm just hoping that I find out this week that Ben and Robert are supposed to be facing suspension for some of their disgraceful.
Do you think they shouldn't? we had both of them there on the screen.
Excuse
but,
me?
Overall?
Yeah, this thug.
Oh, boys.
Now, other than that,
Break it up, break it!
Move, you idiot!
When I was resting up in the forward line by the likes of Jeffrey Downs.
You enjoyed doing that, did you?
Oh yeah, I needed the rest. And a deserved winner of the 3 votes.
How long taking half an hour?
You didn't win you didn't get the 3 votes, you got 2.
Jeffrey.
Oh, Jeffrey, that's fair enough then. I'm glad you know what you're talking about. Right then.
This is for our presentation. Okay, I'm gonna try and get if I can get another one.
What are you looking at? Was that original copy?
What?
Owned it?
Yeah, I have to give a reason.
What do you want? We wanted you on the ground.
Yeah.
Oh, rightio. Sorry, thanks for that.
I should have about 5 free kicks.
Coming back, and thanks for that, Stephen. But we've got the skipper here on the Blackburn side, the Blackburn Mitcham Combine, and what do you think about your personal effort apart from the team?
I thought I wasn't as good as last week. I mean, I stayed in the forward, but I thought I did some of the good stuff. You know, broke up some of my fights because there were got some good marks out of the kick. I like that. But I think I responded to the captaincy that was placed on me after half time. I learned from the master course, so it's nice and easy.
Good. That's good stuff. And of course the team effort.
Oh, the team effort. I thought they really worked well after about half time. No slide on you, John, but I mean, I really thought that we gelled. Everything gelled, and we knew where we were, and we knew who to hand pass to, and Richie did some good shepherding in the last quarter there. It really helped us out. The umpire, I just want to say something about some of those brawls. They really, you know, I don't want to name names, but it was all Bob Picker's fault. Every single one. Bob Picker was there, and he was just harassing.
Number 4 for the
That's stickless, number 4. I mean, you can't go past 1996. It was just, he just kept on, you know, scragging people. Oh yeah, I know. I think just have a look at the video when you just. I don't want to say anything because you know, Maxi Baby will look at it.
Well, we have the man with us who's just had a skating attack put on him by the other captain from the other side. Robert, a comment on that? A comment on the balls?
Well, I'm quite sure you'll see in video that little incident in the goal square where umpire Richie and Mike actually saw Justin Hone get me in a headlock and didn't do a thing about it. Also, a special cheerio to Neil Busy and Ian Collins down at AFL House. I'll be seeing you soon.
Thanks for that, Rob.
Yeah.
You've been a bit of a laughing stock in the last couple of weeks for the DFL games, and this week you really proved your worth, didn't you, Paul?
Oh well, just got out there early, got a feel of the ball, got a feel for the game, and just went on from there.
Yeah, you have to make footy.
I think the team played well as a unit.
I'll talk with the umpire.
After half time, the other team, they were more interested in playing the man. We kept our eyes on the ball.
When Chubby went a thug.
Kept your eyes on the ball, you were
Kept
saying?
our eyes on the ball and played as a unit and just kept our focus on what our game plan was. I think that's why we ended up winning convincingly in the end.
We should have got at least 5 free kicks.
Hello. Hello, Anthony, playing mostly in the ruck today, and you think you did quite well?
Oh, I did better than last time I played, but I'd just like to say that this match is very spiteful. 10 times as worse as the other one when Richie and Mike walked off. But that's what you get when you play DFL, I mean. It's a brilliant comp, but it was too much going for the man today.
What about your marking? Do you think you need to work on that a little bit? Or,
Yeah, I think I do. Took a couple and a couple I dropped, and also
Handball? The rule?
the decision about me being in front of goal. I mean, I don't know what I was thinking. The play got to me, and I made a stupid mistake, but I still kicked it. So
your mind was focused then?
Mine was focused, and I was getting interference from everywhere.
Thanks a lot for talking to us, Anthony.